Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I'm your host Asma Khalid tonight for Microsoft Ignite 22 after party. So welcome all of you here tonight. So today I'm hosting Microsoft Ignite. So let's jump into it. So let's talk about what's the agenda for tonight's session. So tonight I will be sharing with you all about Microsoft Ignite and what's its Microsoft Ignite after party is all about. Then the main topic of tonight's session is Industrial Metaverse. So and then we have a few announcement from Microsoft concerning this session. So let's start. So, for those of you who do not know what Microsoft Ignite is all about, so Microsoft basically annually hosts a conference for developers and IT professional where you learn, connect, and build the products based on the Microsoft technologies, new technologies. You learn about a lot of different technologies that is happening in within Microsoft, and also you have the opportunity to visit the Ignite conference in person in their different locations, their Seattle headquartered, and also have the opportunity to connect and collaborate with each other, and then use that knowledge to build product for yourself, for your organization, and integrate those technologies and solution within your organization. So this is all the interesting opportunities that's around Microsoft uh, Ignite. So what is Microsoft Ignite after party? So after party is basically the event that is a post Microsoft Ignite. The purpose of this event is basically for those people who do not have the opportunities to able to attend for some whatever reason attend the Microsoft Ignite. They can attend these after parties which are arranged whether online or whether in person by local community members and for the local community, so they have the opportunities to learn a bit about what is happening in technology domain for Microsoft. You know Oh, okay. So now let's jump into the main session and what it's all about. So before I go into main session, I would like to talk about metaverse. We have heard a lot about metaverse everywhere. These days there's a lot of hype around metaverse. So what metaverse is actually is? Metaverse basically is a immersive virtual world that allow people from different profession, from different walk of life to communicate, to socially connect with each other without being physically present. It's an immersive experience. It could be anything. You could have a social network, a virtual social network. It could be work a network related to workplace, or could be something else. So this is basically metaverse in general means. So now let's jump into the session, which is conducted by Mr. Judson Althoff. So what his thoughts about industrial metaverse, what opportunities Microsoft have for industrial metaverse. So let's look jump into the session.
Bluetooth mode.
Companies are pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into the vision of the Metaverse.
Tech giants betting big on the Metaverse.
The Metaverse.
The Metaverse. What actually is the Metaverse? The Metaverse. If you make anything or you move anything, you create a carbon footprint. If we can simulate that infinitely in the cloud, we can make or distribute that product more effectively, efficiently, and sustainably.
Is water being used in almost every industrial process, and industries will need 100% more in the next 10 years. But with technology, we can further economic growth as well as manage our natural resources.
Digital models out of our factories has been unbelievably useful in the current environment to interrogate our supply chain, to reconfigure lines, shift patterns of production, and to do our planning and our modeling.
完全なるメタバースの世界は開発から設計ないしは試験までの全ての工程っていうものを仮想環境上で実行できます。
We are working really hard connecting all these bakeries, production lines, our logistics, transportation to provide visibility, traceability, and to be more efficient in the use of water, energy, from waste on every bakery.
Welcome back, Seattle. I'm really excited to talk to you about one of my favorite areas of innovation, the Industrial Metaverse. But before we dive into the Industrial Metaverse, I thought I would just have a moment with you all to kind of share a bit of the framing of the Metaverse at large. Because if we were honest with one another and I pulled 100 of you aside and asked you each what your definition of the Metaverse was, we probably end up with at least 100 different answers. And so I thought what I would do is share our view of how we think about the metaverse. Essentially, there are three realms of the metaverse, or three categories of innovation in the metaverse: the consumer metaverse, the commercial metaverse, and the industrial metaverse. And I want to spend a moment kind of defining each of the three of them. So the consumer metaverse is most likely the one that you are all most familiar with. It's the notion of bringing avatars to life for more socially immersive experiences, or developing new kinds of entertainment through enriched gaming environments. But nevertheless, it's all about igniting a new generation and a new wave of immersive experiences in our personal lives. So Microsoft in this space will have its own first-party expression, of course, through our Xbox games and xCloud, and how we think about the future of immersive gaming and inclusive gaming. But we will also rule change so that our B2C customers can, in fact, capitalize on the omni-channel nature of the consumer metaverse as well. The commercial metaverse is all about taking those same kind of immersive experiences and bringing them into the world of work. And trust me when I say this is far more than just 3D teams. It's about having inclusive and diverse perspectives brought into the collaborative environment. Think of it as being able to teleport into the rainforest and truly understand with your colleagues what it's like to replant trees and help our sustainability efforts on the planet, or design the next generation of new products with mixed reality capabilities. The commercial metaverse will redefine how we collaborate as a society. All about connecting the physical and digital world to help drive us forward in the world of industry. It combines technologies like IoT sensors so that we can model any manufacturing process or supply chain or logistics process, take the data off that process, and take the data off that process and populate it into large-scale data lakes in the cloud. Once we have the data in an enriched state and have pipelines flowing in, we can reason over that data using machine learning and AI capabilities and build out digital twins or digital replicas of any manufacturing process, any supply chain or logistics process, to simply make it more effective, more efficient, and arguably more sustainable than ever before. That's not where it stops, though, because now we have pipelines flowing in. We can reason over that data using machine learning and AI capabilities and build out digital twins or digital replicas of any manufacturing process, any supply chain or logistics process, to simply make it more effective, more efficient, and arguably more sustainable than ever before. That's not where it stops, though, because the twins themselves get connected into this digital feedback loop with the people on the front lines that actually make the magic happen in those scenarios. We feed the twin into experiences on handheld devices through Teams and Teams as a platform. We allow people on the front lines to democratize that experience and build out their own app tool chains to have their lives represented in digital form. And so you can think of this as the model teaching the people and the people teaching the model for real-time digital feedback and enhanced learning. But rather than listening to me talk about it, my goal here is to bring that to life through 3 customer scenarios that we're actively working on today. Because whilst there is still a lot happening in terms of the evolution of the metaverse today, the industrial metaverse is here and now. We have hundreds of customers leveraging these capabilities to build better products, to help design better outcomes more sustainably and more effectively than ever before. So there are 3 scenarios that I want to take you through: how you design new products, how you build new products, and how you operate your environment, your supply chain, your overall logistics operations leveraging the power of the industrial metaverse. And again, this is technology that is here today, and there are customers across all industries taking advantage of it, and I want to share that with you right now. If you think about it, if you make anything or you move anything, you create a carbon footprint. If we can simulate that infinitely in the cloud before you make it or before you move it, we can help you build better products more effectively, more efficiently, with lower carbon footprint, lower water utilization, more sustainably than ever before. So let's get into it. So most analysts estimate the opportunity in the industrial metaverse to exceed over $200 billion by 2030. And again, it's across these three frames of designing new product, building product, and optimizing your operations using these immersive technologies in the industrial metaverse and bringing to life these digital feedback loops for your people and for your business. The first scenario I want to unpack is the partnership that we have with Equinor, where they are committed to having their 20,000 employees that operate across 30 countries bring forward a net zero energy ecosystem by the year 2050. They're using the industrial metaverse to design their products and simulate their effectiveness before they implement them in the physical world. But don't just take it from me. Take it from their executive vice president and head of technology, digital, and innovation, Hege Skurisek.
There's nothing more important today than the energy transition in the world. We need more renewable energy faster. Equinor is a leading international energy company. Our goal is to become a leading company within offshore wind, and Microsoft technology plays a vital part into making that transition. Designing wind farms hold a lot of complexity. So just imagine the blades are 105 meters long. It's far out in the ocean. You need to cable to get the power back to shore. Sometimes you use floating wind farms, and all of them has to play together in a cost-efficient way. The industrial metaverse is very important for us going forward for the whole concept selection phase, which is basically designing the wind farm. You can bring all the various data sources together, and you can choose and test concepts based on simulations. Our goal is to operate a virtual wind farm before it's built. By using these tools, we can first and foremost design the wind parks, but also in the future build, operate, and maintain in a sustainable and cost-efficient manner. This is very important for building sustainable solutions for the future.
The next category where we see the industrial metaverse coming to life with many of our customers is how we help them build products more effectively. I had the fantastic opportunity to tour Mercedes-Benz's new Factory 56 in Sindelfingen in Germany last Friday to capture how they're leveraging the industrial metaverse in their build process. You can see the energy transition coming to life in this factory. It's a fantastic facility because they're producing the Maybach, the S-Class, and the brand new EQS electric vehicle right there on the same line. It's not just about building more sustainable products, it's actually how you build them that has the biggest impact on the environment. If you think about it, many companies have to build new factories in order to produce more sustainable products, and that building of the factory itself, frankly, causes a lot of impact to the environment, from pouring concrete, which is one of the most impactful scenarios, to having new facilities, new machinery, and wasting the existing assets that they currently have. Daimler has figured out how to thread the needle on that and leverage the industrial metaverse to build products simultaneously on one line. And I'm delighted to have Jörg Berzer, who is a member of the board at Mercedes-Benz and responsible for all production and supply chain. Jörg, it's fantastic to be with you here on this side of the planet now. Thank you for joining me here.
Hi, Judson. Thanks for having me.
Hey, so Jörg, we had an awesome announcement that went out earlier today about our partnership and how you're leveraging the industrial metaverse to empower the future of Mercedes-Benz design and build process. Maybe you could share a little bit of what it means to you at Daimler.
It means a lot, Judson. So we're very excited about this partnership. I'm standing here right now in Factory 56, right in front of the line you just mentioned, where we produce the EQS, the S-Class, and the Maybach. And at Mercedes, it's all about our customers. That's really our focus. And we want to build better experiences. We want to build better services, but we also want to build better cars, the world's most desirable cars. And that's why we're so excited, because with this great partnership, and we build everything on Microsoft Azure, and this will help us to bring our performance also to the next level. So we are working on really with you guys to use the data which we have in the Microsoft Azure cloud to really work on better quality, to really work on better efficiency. We're calculating to create efficiency gains of around 20%, and at the end, it's all about our customers.
Super, Jörg. One of the things that was most impressive to me was the democratization of the entire experience. And I shared with our audience just a moment ago about how digital twins can connect back with people on the front lines. And at Factory 56, you have everyone from the people on the front lines to the plant manager to the process engineers enriched by the experience that you've created there. I wonder if you might share a few words about your views of that as well.
Yes, we want to really have everybody using data. So we wanna bring the creativity of our teams, from the manager to the colleagues on the line, working every day on the line, to improve our processes. And you talked a lot about the Industrial Metaverse. I'm even dreaming about that every day, because this has so many opportunities, so great opportunities which we have. Of course, we can simulate processes. We can simulate also quality processes. We can think about how we connect the dots between data sources and increase our efficiency. And one of the topics which is very, very important also personally to me is sustainability. And you mentioned that as well right now. Sustainability is so important for the future of our planet. And what we can really do is we can simulate what carbon footprint we can manage and improve even with this Industrial Metaverse and with the cooperation with Microsoft.
Super, Jörg. Listen, thank you so much for the partnership. It's truly impressive what you're doing. To me, it's one of the most pragmatic utilizations of technology, impacting business outcomes and societal outcomes. Thank you so much for all the work you're doing, Jörg. Really
Thanks for all your support, Judson. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one. So my final scenario is how we leverage the Industrial Metaverse in operations, because not every company has the opportunity to retool their environment. Many of our manufacturing supply chain scenarios are in fact brownfield. You have to leverage the technology in the environment as you see it. And so that's precisely what we've done with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the most storied brands in the history of humanity. They are backed by 250 bottlers that bring the brand to life through great products for customers around the world. We had the opportunity to work with Coca-Cola Hellenic, one of the largest bottlers in the Coca-Cola ecosystem. They serve 29 markets across Europe. They have more than 55 facilities across Europe. They produce just on one line alone 90,000 bottles of Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola products per hour. And so you can imagine an intense environment that really can't ever go down, needs the predictability and resiliency of the supply chain to make sure that they deliver products effectively and efficiently. We were able to work with them within 12 weeks, leveraging the Industrial Metaverse, from first stepping foot into the factory and building out the sensor fabric, creating the digital twin and allowing the factory workers to become immersed in the twin itself. And within that 12-week period, we saved the factory over 9% in energy cost in that 12-week period alone. And so you can see the power of these systems. They effectively pay for themselves in a very short period of time to truly help you build better product, better processes, more effectively, more efficiently, and more sustainably. I'm really happy, though, that we're actually going to be able to show you some of this and have you step into the world of Coca-Cola Hellenic in their Edistal bottling facility in Austria. And here to share all of that with you is one of our foremost experts in the Industrial Metaverse. I think her official title might be Queen of the Industrial Metaverse. But Morgan, why don't you show us the magic that's happening at Coca-Cola Hellenic?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Judson. Hi, everyone. I'm so stoked to share with you our custom-built HoloLens, leveraging Microsoft Mesh to visualize CCH's bottling facility in Athoff, Austria. This immersive digital twin allows us to gain access and visibility across production lines, bringing together different data from various systems and sensors into one view. So let's dive in. All right, so we're greeted on this global view, and we can see all of the active production lines that Coca-Cola currently has running. This is super great for production managers that want to share stats across different facilities. But for today's demo, we're going to click into Athoff, like Judson said. And if I take a couple steps closer, we can actually see the entire A3 production line represented here. So there's a blow molder, a filler, a capper, and actually, as I click on each one of these elements, we can not only see real-time IoT sensor data coming off of them, but we've added some machine learning as well, so we're getting the full operational output of each of these pieces of machinery, which is really great for the factory floor operators. But what's actually even cooler than that is if I take a couple steps back now, I can call in an AI assistant and she's going to run some potential simulations for us.
Hello. Bringing data from disparate systems into a single group improves the ability to make data-driven decisions. Here we can see the current overall output of energy, water, and CO2.
So this AI assistant was created using Azure Bot Framework's neural text-to-speech, as well as various performance capturing tools. Not only is she giving a human face to our data simulations, but she can also give us recommendations that we can take to make our operations more sustainable. So why don't we have her go ahead and do that for us now? Assistant, show alerts.
You have an alert on one of the elements. Showing it now. Here is a comparison of CO2 emissions with energy usage. In this view, we see the correlation between energy consumption, the operating state of the machines, and CO2 emissions. Lowering temperature and pressure settings could reduce energy consumption by 9%.
So now that we have these data-driven recommendations from our AI assistant, we can go back and collaborate in Mesh or Teams with the various stakeholders that are in charge of running the plant in person and see if we can optimize operations even further. So I hope everybody enjoyed their trip into the Industrial Metaverse. If you happen to be here in person at Ignite, we have a booth just across the Sky Bridge and we can walk you through this ourselves. But back to you, Judson.
Thanks, Morgan. Thank you so much. Great job. So if I summarize across design, build, and operate, the Industrial Metaverse can unlock potential like never before across many, many different industries, and we're excited about the opportunity to work with all of you. If you want to learn more about it, go see Morgan if you happen to be here on the floor in Seattle. If you're watching digitally, we have another session that's led by Andy Pratt, who leads our Industrial Metaverse practice here at Microsoft, and he's going to show you how we actually unpack all of the technology behind the Industrial Metaverse and how you might leverage the same. And of course, please work with your local teams across Microsoft to help understand what the Industrial Metaverse might do for you and your business. Look, I can't tell you how passionate I am about what we can unlock together here, leveraging these capabilities. If we can digitize the world's manufacturing, the world's supply chain, and the world's logistic networks, we can create better processes more effectively, more efficiently, and we might just solve the world's sustainability challenges together. Thank you very much.
All right, so now let's move to the big announcements that are very exciting, and I would encourage all of you to avail these opportunities to the best of your abilities. So the first announcement is okay. Just give me a second. Okay. So the first announcement is that Microsoft has launched a Microsoft Learn Cloud skill challenge, and the deadline of this challenge is November 9. So before till November 9, you can participate into this challenge, upgrade your skills, and the best part about this challenge is on completion of these challenges. Depend upon your choice of path, you can earn a Microsoft exam certification free of cost. So I will recommend all of you to gain these opportunities, learn new skills, upgrade your skills, and get the certification of your choice. So make sure that you register to this particular URL. I will share this URL into our Microsoft Community Pakistan Facebook group. So those of you who have missed this session, uh, you can go into that community. If you're not part of that community, you can join that community. I will sharing the link of that Facebook community later in the slide deck. So make sure you participate in this challenge before 9 November and complete it, because deadline of this challenge is 9 November, and it will end after 9 November. So this is the first big announcement. Second big announcement, I will not kind of call it announcement, but is if you are interested in learning about how you can use metaverse to physically transform your technologies into industrial metaverse, you can go into this URL and explore and learn how you can do that, transform your physical operation into industrial metaverse. Again, I will be sharing this URL into Facebook Microsoft Community Pakistan group. Okay. Another opportunities for you guys is you can simply there are tons and tons of session happen in Ignite 2022. So you can go into Microsoft Ignite URL. You can simply search on your any search engine and open that link, or you can simply use this particular link to go and explore different sessions that has happened in Microsoft Ignite 2022. So this is the first it will be helpful for you to upgrade your skill, learn new technologies. Then you can also become I will recommend you to check out Microsoft Learn Lives. The opportunity that link to it for you people is that if you are someone who is interested into becoming a speaker, a moderator, or a producer, want to produce these live sessions, or want to speak into these live session that Microsoft host at Microsoft Live Learn, you can simply go into this last URL and register this form, and then wait for a response from the Microsoft officials. If they are interested, they will respond you back. So I will recommend all of you who are good speakers, moderator, or have any interest in producing these events into their local communities, just simply go and register, and Microsoft will definitely get back to you. All right. So last but not the least, if you have any sort of question, or any you want to discuss something with Microsoft, or regarding these sessions, or you have some Q&A, you can use these Microsoft Q&A URLs, or you can connect with the skilling expert through Microsoft Learn community forum. So I will be sharing all of these URL into the community. So I think this is about the announcement that I have mentioned early on. So okay, before you leave, to those of you who has attended, I will recommend you to kindly give your feedback for this Ignite after party. So in future we could arrange more of this such session, from Microsoft for you people. So I will be sharing this URL in Microsoft community group as well. All right. So if so, here at the top you can see the Facebook URL for Microsoft Community Pakistan. If you are not part of it as for now, you can just simply go to Facebook and join the group, and be a part of different opportunities that been posting, or any sort of question, or regarding session, regarding learning, regarding skill building. You can reach out into this group. You can also reach out to me through my social channels, available here, and ask any technical question or anything relevant to Microsoft Ignite and all that. So I'll be glad to respond. So that's from me from today's session. I hope you enjoy it. If any one of you has any sort of question, you can ask those questions now. I'll be glad to answer, and response to your queries if any of you have any sort of question. So, okay, I think that's all from me, and I haven't. Okay, that's all from me. So, thank you for all of you who have joined the session. So, take care, everyone. Allah Hafiz.